I'd like to extend a warm welcome to our Year 9 students and their parents and carers. This video is designed to give you an overview of the Year 9 options process for this year and take you through the courses that are available for you for first study from September 2022. The first question I'm sure you're asking yourself is, why does the way you study in Years 10 and 11 need to change, and what are options? Year 10 and Year 11, which are also known as Key Stage 4, are the final years of compulsory study and the culmination of your education so far. At Key Stage 4, you will build on the knowledge, skills and understanding that you've developed over Years 7, 8 and 9, but also at primary school, and you will study towards achieving formal qualifications that will have an impact on the steps you're able to take after you have turned 16. This might be in terms of the courses that you go on to study in further education, it may be in terms of training opportunities that you may access, or it could even be in relation to future employment and jobs that you may secure. Choosing options is an exciting and sometimes potentially a daunting time, as it is the first time you will have had some element of control over the subjects that you study. There are 4 different aspects that make up your Key Stage 4 or Year 10 and 11 offer. English, Maths and Science are the subjects that make up core qualifications and the ones that provide foundations for life. As a result, all students will study these subjects. Most further learning opportunities after you've left Year 11, but also beyond there, will consider results in at least 5 qualifications, including the 3 core subjects. Employers will also look at these exam results as a benchmark for recruitment, so success in core subjects cannot be underestimated, as it provides a strong grounding for access into further education, higher education and into the job market. Core subjects are not just valued, however, by schools, colleges and universities and the workplace. Core subjects are also an integral part of our daily life. If you can equip yourself with the skills to understand the foundation of English, Maths and Science, you will have the tools to become a confident individual who is up for a challenge, able to problem solve and ultimately able to make informed choices about your future, which is a critical part of the options process. To be brutal, the more credible the grade you can achieve in these critical subjects, the more opportunities that will be open to you when the time comes to make decisions about your future. So everything we do at Key Stage 4 is built around achieving strong qualifications in these 3 subjects, the core subjects, English, Maths and Science. The next element of your options offer, and actually your Key Stage 4 offer, is open choice subjects. Open choice subjects give you the opportunity to continue studies in areas that you choose. There are a wide range of subjects to choose from. Some of them will be subjects that you haven't studied before, for example business, construction, photography or sociology, whilst others will be more familiar to you, such as art, drama, graphics, music, PE or even textiles. We'll also offer you opportunities to study geography, history and languages as part of your open choice subjects. Your open choice gives you opportunity to select subjects that interest you or that you enjoy. Subjects that you feel you are good at, or subjects which link into areas that you would like to study beyond the age of 16. Potentially, there could even be subjects that you want to pursue a career in at some point in the future. The next element of your options offer is guided choice subjects. Through your guided choice subjects, we are aiming to ensure that the profile of qualifications you leave us with at the end of Year 11 is a profile that will open up the best possible opportunities for you moving forwards. Guided choice subjects are academic subjects which are theory-based rather than practical qualifications, and ones which are recognised as being part of the English Baccalaureate. The English Baccalaureate, although not a qualification in itself, is a measure of success in core and academic subjects. These are subjects most likely to be required or preferred for entry to degree courses, and ones that will keep the most doors open for you. Even if you're not thinking about following a university pathway now, these qualifications will still provide you with knowledge and skills that will stand you in good stead for the future. The final part of your Key Stage 4 offer, and the one that critically underpins all of your learning, is personal development. The qualifications you achieve will only provide opportunities for you if you're able to demonstrate that you have the understanding, personal attributes and attitude that means you can contribute effectively not only to society but to the world around you. This includes knowing right from wrong and the ability to manage risk and keep yourself safe. It includes understanding how to lead a healthier lifestyle and keep yourself fit and well, including managing your own mental health and well-being. It allows you to demonstrate you appreciate diversity and the value of equal opportunities for all, and it also helps you to understand your own worth and protect that at all costs. Mentor time in the assembly programme will be complemented by taught lessons in RCS, which is Religious Citizenship Studies, and this includes personal, social and health education, as well as PE. Both of these subjects will form the unexamined elements of your timetable in years 10 and 11. So when brought together, these 4 elements make up your Key Stage 4 offer. So how does the options process work for students who are selecting subjects that they will begin to study in September 2022 and will sit final examinations in the summer of 2024? The first aspect of the options offer is the open choice, and all students will select 2 subjects from the list you can see in front of you. This includes GCSE subjects, which are Art and Design, Belief and Ethics, Business Studies, Citizenship, Computer Science, Drama, Economics, Food and Nutrition, French, Geography, History, Music, Photography, Physical Education, Separate Science, Sociology and Spanish. We also have a GCSE in Design and Technology, and you can choose to study that in one of 3 disciplines, either graphics, resistant materials or textiles. Alongside GCSEs, we have a number of vocational qualifications which are on offer to students. This includes construction, health and social care, IT, also known as creative eye media, and sports studies. And both of the open choice subjects, if students wish, can be vocational qualifications. The second aspect of the options process is the guided choice, and students will either follow the Be Determined pathway or the Aim High pathway. Students on the Be Determined pathway will select 2 guided choice subjects, 1 from each group. Group 1 includes humanities subjects, which are geography and history, and Group 2 includes languages subjects, which are French and Spanish. Students on the Aim High pathway will select 1 guided choice subject from a selection of computer science, French, geography, history, separate science and Spanish. So how will you find out which guided choice pathway you're going to be following? At around 4 o'clock on Wednesday the 12th of January, you will receive an email to your school email account that will tell you which pathway you've been assigned to for your guided choice subjects. We'll send a copy of this email to your parents or carers so that they also have the information and can support you moving forwards. If you've got any questions about your guided choice subjects and the pathway that you've been assigned to, please don't hesitate to get in touch with Mrs Mason, Mr Schofield, or any other member of staff at school who'll be able to support you. So are there any things that you need to consider when you're choosing your options subjects? Well, there are a number of things you need to take into consideration. The first is, are you giving yourself the best chance of success? It's true to say that we can provide you with all the systems, structures and support that you need to succeed, but it absolutely is down to you, and you need to make a positive choice to take the opportunities that are available to you. Maximise your chance of success and be the best version of yourself in all aspects of your learning. This includes your effort, your attitude, your attendance, your commitment and your conduct. Make sure you ask lots of questions. Please ensure you take the time to find out as much as you can about the subjects that you are thinking of studying, so you can be certain that they're the right subjects for you. Once you've chosen your subjects and these have been confirmed, you won't be able to change your subjects. So it's really important that these decisions are the right ones and they're made from a position of a full understanding of what's on offer. Finding out all you can about subjects is particularly important when it comes to new subjects, and before you choose it, we want to make sure that you've had a true opportunity to understand what that subject will entail. As a result, anybody considering studying business, construction, economics, health and social care, photography or sociology, which are all courses that you won't have studied in years 7, 8 or 9, will need to take a taster session prior to submitting the final option choices. Please note that taking part in a taster session is essential should you wish to be considered for a place on the course, and if you haven't taken a taster session in that subject, it's likely that you won't be able to secure a place. The next thing is to think about whether you've considered what you want to do after year 11. Some of you might have a clear vision of what path you want to follow, and this might include what A-levels you want to study, which university you want to go on to, and ultimately what career you want. Or some of you at this moment in time might have no idea what your future looks like. Whichever applies to you, it's really important that you take time to think about the next step, all steps which are available to you, and whether this should influence the subjects you're choosing to study in year 10 and year 11. If you don't know what you want to do next, that's absolutely fine, but think about subjects that you enjoy and you can excel in and that will ultimately keep your options open for you. Achieving your intermediate Start Profile User Award will help with this, and there's lots more information to find out about that on our website. Choosing your options is a really good opportunity for self-reflection and a good time to think about your strengths and weaknesses. For example, what are you good at and what do you find more challenging? How might this translate to your learning, and how might this impact upon the subjects that you're choosing to study for the next 2 years? If you're unsure about your strengths and weaknesses, it's good to discuss this with your teachers, and it might even be something that you want to talk about at Parents and Students Evening, which is coming up on the 20th of January. Linked to the previous point, choosing your options is also a really good time to think about what style of learner you are and which style of learning will suit you the most. When considering the open choice subjects, some of them are GCSEs and we have some vocational qualifications on offer. The vocational qualifications are the ones that are highlighted in bold with a little asterisk after them. The main difference between the two courses is in terms of the way that you're assessed. For a GCSE subject, you will spend the 2 years of the course learning, with all your formal accreditation taking place at the end of the course. When you're studying a vocational qualification, you will usually be formally assessed at different points throughout the course, rather than just at the end. The learning for vocational qualifications is usually linked closely to the world of work, while GCSEs are more academic or theory-based, although subjects like technology and art still contain practical elements. It's really important to understand that you will still be able to access the same opportunities by studying a vocational qualification as you will by studying a GCSE. And some final things to consider. Please make sure you're not just choosing a subject because your friends have chosen it. This is your chance to make the right decisions for you. And even if you do select the same subjects as your friends, most subjects have more than one group running, which makes it unlikely that you will be in the same class, as the groups you're allocated will be determined by the entire options that you've chosen, not just one subject. Make sure you aren't selecting or discounting a subject because of your teacher. Your choice should be dictated by the content, the style of learning, and whether you think you will be happy studying the subject for the next 2 years. These things are fixed. The teacher you have isn't, and may be different to the one you've had during years 7 to 9. Please don't discount a subject because it didn't run previously. Whether a subject runs depends on the number of students who opt to take it, and not choosing a subject increases the chance that it won't run. If the numbers opting for a subject mean it can't run, we will always ask you to select another subject before we finalise options so that you aren't disadvantaged. And just as a point of note, in the 2021 options process, we ran every single subject on the options offer. Finally, and possibly most importantly, if you are beginning to feel worried, nervous or unsure about the process, please ask for help. We understand that this can feel like a really big step for a lot of you, and it can feel quite daunting. Please be assured that we're all here to help you through the coming weeks. There are so many people that you can speak to, including your parents or carers, your friends, older students who may have been through the process before, your mentor or your teachers. There are also other specific staff who are committed to supporting you specifically through the options process. This includes Mr Schofield, who's your achievement leader, Miss Wilson, student support officer, me, Mrs Mason, who leads on options as part of the strategic leadership team, and Mrs Taylor, who works closely with me as executive assistant. We also have a dedicated email address for your parents and carers to contact us on, which is options@penistone-gs.uk. So we've just shared a lot of information with you, and I think it's really important that we summarise the main points about the options process for you. So first things first, find out more about all the subjects that are on offer and choose 2 for your open choice subjects. Remember, there are GCSEs and vocational qualifications to choose from, and the vocational qualifications are the ones that are in the darker text with the asterisks after them. Also remember that we offer a GCSE in Design and Technology, but that you can choose to study this in one of 3 disciplines: graphics, resistant materials or textiles, so you can only select one of the Design and Technology subjects. The second thing to do is look out for the email on Wednesday, which will tell you which guided choice pathway you're following. If you're on the Be Determined pathway, please select 2 subjects, one from each category, Group 1 being Humanities, so you select from Geography or History, and Group 2 being Languages, so you select one of either French or Spanish. If you're on the Aim High pathway, select one subject from the following selection: Computer Science, French, Geography, History, Separate Science or Spanish. The third thing is to make sure you've thought carefully about which subjects you're going to choose. Have you asked lots of questions, and do you have all the answers you need to make the right choice for you? Have you attended any taster sessions that are compulsory for any of the new subjects? Have you considered what you might want to do after you finish Year 11? And have you built that into your options offer? And have you thought about whether the subjects you are studying suit your strengths? Please also make sure that you're confident the subjects you are choosing are for you and not based on friends or teachers, and don't discount a subject because it may not have run previously. Finally, if you need any help with anything, please ask for it. The fourth thing is to give yourself the best chance of success by being the best version of yourself. This includes in your effort, your attitude, your attendance, your commitment and your conduct, and this applies each and every day. Please don't write yourself off if those things up to this point could have been better. Today's a fresh day and you can start working on those things straight away. Finally, once you've made your decision and you know which subjects you want to study and you've done all the investigations you need to, please complete your options form online before the deadline, and the deadline is Friday the 11th of February. To submit your option choices, you'll need to complete the option selection form, which can be accessed via the link that you can see in front of you or by scanning the QR code with your smartphone. There are a number of terms and conditions that I'd like you to be aware of when you do complete your form. The first is that incomplete forms or forms that have been completed incorrectly will be returned to you, and it is likely you'll be asked to complete another form. Including the course within the options offer is not confirmation that the course will definitely run, and this does depend on the number of students that opt for a particular subject. As a result, we do reserve the right to withdraw the course. However, it is always our intention that every course we offer does run. Although we will do everything we can to ensure you get as many of your first choice subjects as possible, we do have a limited number of places on each course. It's therefore really important that the reserved subjects that you put forward as part of your option choices are ones that you really want to study, ones that you'd be prepared to study in years 10 and 11. The deadline for filing your options form is really important, as priority for allocation of places will be to those who have returned their forms by the deadline. Where forms are returned late, students will be allocated places to courses where there's availability. Where a course is oversubscribed, effort and conduct will be taken into consideration, as will the overall number of first choice subjects each student opting for the course has been offered. And finally, once you've had your option choices confirmed, you will not be able to change subjects, and they will be the final subjects that you'll study in years 10 and 11. So if you're having doubts at any point throughout this process, it's important that you let one of us know. We're wishing you all the very best with the options process for 2022 Year 9. Good luck and make some really positive choices.